Vegas, baby! No, I'm not in Vegas anymore. But this is Authors and Dragons Con 2019 Side Quest Live, recorded live in Las Vegas at Bally's Hotel and Casino on the Vegas Strip. This features me and Drew and Steve and Rick and Bevan and Joe and Ben Robinson, our awesome guest game master. And if you missed out on Authors and Dragons Con 2019, shame on you. But to alleviate your shame and hide that, you can go on our TeePublic store and you can buy the t-shirt and pretend like you were there. And frankly, Steve was so drunk, he will not know. He may well believe you if you tell him that you were there and you bought him a drink on Friday night or Saturday night. So we're going to play an amazing game. I hope you guys enjoy it and come back to us at the end of the episode. And I don't know, I'm making this up as I go along, y'all. I'm real sleepy. It's late. Bye.
All right, adventurers, if you want to make your way in and find a seat, we are about to get started on the side quest / closing ceremonies of Authors and Dragons Con.
Yeah, we're happy we don't have to look at us anymore, too.
Helping us out this evening is Ben Robinson of the Geek Exploration Podcast. Actually, thanks to Ben. He's been a big helper through this whole thing. And really a big help. So thank you, Ben. Everybody want to walk me through what we're about to do?
Yeah, so tonight, I'm going to lead these guys of sorts through a game we're calling Choose Your Own Shingles, where 6 of the greatest minds of our generation will regale you with...
Who else is joining us? I'll go get some chairs.
with an amazing and probably a little disturbing tale. Basically, the way this works, it's kind of set up like a Choose Your Own Adventure novel, where they're going to be taking turns. Where this side, someone will start reading kind of the first section of it, the Choose Your Own Adventure. They'll throw to the other side. They're going to give options, like you would find at the bottom. So, if you open the door, turn to page 52. They pick the option. The story continues over there and passes back and forth. As the game goes on, it gets a little bit more dangerous for you, I guess, because it's a Choose Your Own Adventure novel. And they'll find a number of dead ends like you do in a Choose Your Own Adventure book. But just like you did when you were a kid, when it goes poorly, they'll flip back and make another decision. And you're always going to get to a good end, eventually. And so, if you guys are ready, we'll get started. I was going to have Joe start us off because he hasn't put out a Shingles book yet.
Again, not. Literally worked out today.
All right, the title of our story is Caesar's Means Pissness. I had inspiration in front of me. You are in an abandoned parking lot. It is 2 a.m. The scent of rain rises from the soaked pavement. A black car is driving towards you. It is going maybe 20 miles an hour and slowing down. The door opens and out steps a man who looks like a large frog in human flesh tones. He says, "Get in." What do you do?
Distract him by covering my dick in scorpions. That's one of you. No.
Help him out, Ron Weasley, Jeremy. I reach into my backpack and pull out my pair of gold hot pants. Strip down, slide into my gold hot pants.
So what's the story? I guess to choose you. Just
I am.
He's kidding.
I am. He asked, what do I do? I slide into my gold hot pants with my little thigh master hanging out one end and my little Brent Torregs hanging out the other leg. And I jump into the back of the car.
Let's see.
Try to keep it to one sentence.
I was one sentence. There was a semicolon. Fuck off.
I fuck his frog shit up.
God damn it. I gotta
That's
start.
you, Joe.
Alright.
The option.
I gotta go with John. Step into the, pull up, put on the golden hot pants and get into the car.
Alright, so John, normally you'd roll right now, but you can roll, but with 2d8, I don't think you're going to get below 1.
Have we met? This one goes to 11.
You're safe.
All right, so with my gold hot pants sticking to the, with your gold hot pants sticking to the sweat and strangely musky scented fluid soaked seats, you rummage through the wet bar. You find 3 bottles in the wet bar. One is an economy-sized bottle of Boone's Farm. One is an unlabeled, wide-mouthed bottle with a slightly foamy yellow liquid in it. And the other is a very small bottle of white powder. On it, it says, "Drink me." What do you do?
Just for clarity, the powder says drink me. Just making sure, just...
I just want to be the one to get this out there. You gargle all 3 like it's New Year's in Wisconsin.
Do we even have a choice?
That's the fun. Now we can't take the obvious. You gotta stretch.
I'm going to do something entirely normal and constructive. Because, we're in the gold hot pants. We got into the car.
There's the frogman.
Yeah, I don't know why we're in the car. Presumably it's a sex thing. If you clarify terms with the frogman, my option. Get out on the table up front.
As one of the greatest characters in all of TV once said, sometimes when I had a problem, I'd make a Molotov cocktail, and then I'd have a different problem. Molotov cocktail, let's burn this fucking limo down.
You get to pick now.
Yeah, you pick.
Light it up, Drew.
Okay, 8, so.
It's greater than 2.
All right. Good. You grab a rag of something, crusted with something. There are questions in this life you're happier just not knowing. And, well, you're the kind of person who's lighting a Molotov cocktail inside of an enclosed limo that you are inside of. So, great decisions all around. Yet, according to the dice, somehow this is going to work. So you jam it in, you light it up, you slam it right as the frog guy is stepping in. He goes, "What the fuck?" Boom! You roll out the other side. Thankfully, the hot pants, a lot of breathability. Not much to catch on fire. You are down some leg hair. I'm not going to lie to you about that. It is now 2 a.m. in a rain-soaked parking lot, and there's a limo burning behind you. So it's time to make haste as you run down the, well, you said it in Caesars, so down the strip. But it's a twisted and weird, horrible, oh God, are you on the old strip? No, it's stranger. These are odd casinos. Oh boy, that one with a horrifying circus clown is even scarier than Circus Circus. That's not what it was before. There is just a bunch of terrifying, horrible, twisted things that, I don't know, maybe people could give us some options on. What do you want to run toward, or do, or what have you? But you should do something because that limo is burning.
I'm not running towards shit. If there's a burning limo, I'm walking away. And I guess I should choose what I'm walking coolly toward. I'm gonna, my curiosity is piqued. I'm gonna check out the Frogman Casino.
Oh, I am going to. I'm going to sprint like my purple hair is on fire towards the brackish, tar pit, viscous demented version of the Bellagio fountains, which are going off to a Pantera soundtrack directly.
Fuck the casinos. You remember that your fiance only loves you because of your manly leg hair, which has now been burnt off. So you take a detour instead to the leg hair club for men.
Like Merkins.
I'm also a client.
Yeah.
We're going to need some more booze.
But you'll understand. Bevan. Run toward the Frogman Casino. Oh, walk slowly, you're right. Walk slowly toward the Frogman
Alright,
Casino.
that's 12.
12. It's higher than 3, so you're still safe.
It's going to go well in the Frogman Casino.
Well, as anything's happening.
Yeah, I mean, we might have just murdered it, so.
I think I also torched the hair off my balls.
More than just your balls.
You arrive at the front doors of the Frogman Casino, and this big Frogman bouncer stops you and says, "Hey man, this is for frog people." We don't,
It makes a lot of sense.
yeah, we don't take your kind here. So, let's see, what options are there? You can come back in a little while pretending to be a frog man. Shit.
Bevan, you set us up.
Alright, backtrack. Alright, what was I doing? We gotta step up to the Frogman Casino.
Yeah, you're racially profiled.
Yes, that's it. You get racially profiled. This is frog people only, motherfuckers. Turn around. Am I done?
Yes.
Good. Still getting comfortable with the rules here. Stop it. I got this one wrong, ladies and gentlemen.
Shove your fist so far up that frogman's ass that he sees bleeding daylight.
Cloaca.
Right. He vomits tadpoles.
I mean, that was brutal, man. I think you're going to make a sarcastic tweet about this incident. That's going to show you.
Break into song. Specifically, it ain't easy being great.
Nobody went with the Frogman disguise.
God, no. Where's the fun in that?
Alright, Joe was going to fight the Frogman, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I get to choose?
Yeah.
Joe.
Joe, roll the dice.
There you go, buddy.
You're just looking for above 4 or above.
That is a 50. Or how are the dice?
50?
No, 50.
Either way, it's greater than 4.
Even if it's a 6, it's greater than 4.
Does that mean I lay out the next result?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
Next
Strike,
page.
Frogman, ass whooping.
All right. So you jam your fist up the frogman's cloaca. He lets out a scream that can only be described as angels crying. As your fist rockets him upwards into the sign, sparks explode in all directions. From inside the casino, you hear a deep pounding sound coming from multiple directions at once. Ribbit. 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 What do you do?
I'll just point out that I don't know who our character is yet.
So we tried to make him get into a limo and he decided to fuck this day up.
It's like the first 10 seconds of the movie.
John Wick ain't got nothing on this shit. John Wick of frogmen fight.
All with just a nut hanging out. Just old hot pants.
Balls in the wind.
With your fist jammed firmly up the first frogman's ass, use him as a puppet.
You remove your fist. You remove your fist from the frogman's cloaca, and in your hand is the treasure map. In the words of every Brit everywhere, you're a fucking twat. You turn and duck behind a fake ficus tree, holding the frogman in front of you, and hide behind him, having his legs hang down in front of your legs, and pretend like you're invisible. That's good thinking. And you close your eyes so no one can see you.
Camouflage.
And I have to choose?
Yes. You get to choose.
Hartness goes, it's your fault.
I gotta go with the treasure map. I want to know where the magic is buried.
I wasn't prepared to expand on that. Okay, this might be neat. What do I need to roll?
5 or higher.
Oh shit, I rolled a 5. Okay.
Yeah. You just made it, barely.
Shucks.
We're gonna start getting bad at it pretty soon.
Alright. You pull your fist out of the frogman's cloaca, unroll the treasure map, shit, I don't know.
John, pinch hit.
No, I can do this. I can do the map has a large red X at the. These are alternate casinos. What are the other casinos?
Caesars.
Excalibur.
At the Fellatio.
That's an intriguing fountain.
Rooms there are $69 a night.
Nice.
Alright, so yeah, you pull the map out and there's a large red X at the Fellatio Hotel Casino Resort. What do you do?
All three of you, good luck.
Okay. Jesus.
What do you do with an unexpected fellatio?
only true treasure is friendship and ass kicking, you tuck it in your back pocket, and you go deep into the frogman fight.
You bet.
Nice. I was going to go with friendship for real
Like
treasure.
the gentleman.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, does hot pants have pockets?
Well,
I mean,
there's a
nature's
pocket in
pocket.
the hot pants.
Oh, you tuck it in your prison wallet.
The same pocket you dug it out of.
It's called a something of holding.
Map's pre-lubricated, so it slides right.
Nice. Oh, I'll go. All right, now you're gonna get deep into this treasure. You're gonna take the tie off the squealing frogman doorman. Who's presumably quite fucked up by his work. It's his own fault. He shouldn't have had the treasure map up there. You're gonna tie it around your head so you look like a jaunty, sexy pirate. You're gonna go search for that treasure.
Having found the map, you recognize that the sounds from inside the casino probably represent problems. Problems that could be more easily solved, like so many things, from several hundred feet above. You take the frogman's coat, you don it over your broad shoulders, and then you begin the slow ascent up the front of the casino like some sort of demented, corpse-smelling Spider-Man.
I want to know where Drew's going with the power of friendship.
Well, let's see. 6. Ooh, I got a 10. Okay. So, you tuck the map in the old prison wallet, as we said. You know, something we can have for later, but you punched the shit out of that first frogman, you blew up the limo. Steve had it right. We're kind of on a John Wick roll. We've got momentum. So you kick through the door and a bunch of frogmen come and swinging, because let's be honest, at this point, you just assaulted a doorman. You are pretty much unquestionably the villain as you smack the first one directly in the face, sending them sprawling into a giant video poker display. It shatters down the middle, sending coins and spiders and scorpions squealing across the floor. As more and more frogmen begin to pummel upon you, you realize that perhaps fighting an entire casino's worth of people may not have been the best idea, but you have got the confidence of someone who just survived a Molotov cocktail throw, and they don't. So you kick through and you find yourself in the center of the casino. There's pools, there's more gambling, there's definitely a crowd of frogmen who are chasing you. So, I don't know, what do you want to do next with this ass-kicking spree that we've just unleashed upon Hell Vegas?
Strip and intimidate them. Their cloacas with your human penis.
Okay, so we were like almost a sex crime when we punched that frog in the cloaca. Now we're definitely a sex crime.
Your balls were hanging out of your hot pants when you punched the frogman. I think you were already there.
I've got to remember that line though. Check out my human penis.
Hey, frog man, you ever been on that now?
God damn it!
Yeah, fuck this shit. I'm too intrigued by the treasure. I want to go back to the. Oh, not back, but yeah, I want to ditch these guys and go to the fellatio. Casino, hotel, and resort.
You realize that 2 a.m., while being pursued by a crowd of pissed off frog doormen, is not the time to go fellatio hunting. So you tuck your Toregs up into your boy shorts, pull the frogman tie down around your neck, tighten it up all nice and straight, and you walk immediately to the Wyndham Resorts kiosk and inquire about timeshare opportunities.
Fuck! I'm gonna be honest with you, until the very end of that, I was sure he was going for autoerotic asphyxiation.
C, and we'll see how far that gets you.
I almost checked that one off the box, but you know what? I think I want Rick to have to play that out. Let's see how that strategy works.
As the frogman pursued...
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry.
12.
Nice try.
How much worse can it get?
We're about to find out.
As the frogmen pursue you through the casino, you stop and realize, oh wait, I am man, I am the apex predator. So you turn and you whip off your pants and you scream out, behold, for the penis is mightier than the sword. The penis-less frogmen are instantly intimidated by your turgid manhood. And they you just have that one in the deck. As they accept you as one of their own. All goes well for the remainder of the evening until you get a tap on your shoulder and turn around and see that it's Frogbert Downey Jr. and he's saying, you never go full frogtard. What do you do?
You lean in, realizing that your dominance in this space has been challenged. And you say to Robert Downey Jr., I'll show you full frog tart, and you lay a big wet kiss on his mouth.
Okay, same line, you say, I'll show you full frog tart, and then you punch Frogger Downey Jr. in the face and steal his cocaine.
Good God. You challenge Frogbert Downey Jr. to the greatest contest of honor you know. Dance battle, motherfucker.
We're in Vegas, let's go with the cocaine.
Did not think this through.
Roll.
Shit.
Nice.
9.
9. Oh, there. We're halfway through the story, so narratively,
Yeah,
you might want to try.
Have you met Drew Hayes?
I think
We're only on chapter 9.
Like, that's where this is.
Drew hasn't started Act 1 by chapter 9.
Oh, is that wrong? I call that the pre-prologue.
Bob's in one too.
Okay, so, naked, wearing a necktie, punching out a famous Hollywood frogman in a hell casino, stealing his cocaine, with clearly asserted your dominance as king of frogman casino. The frogmen all take a knee. You bask in their reverence for a minute, and then you snort a shit ton of cocaine. And you realise you still got a map up your ass. And you also now have a frogman. With your friendship map in hand, your turgid human penis leading the way. Strip. You're not just going to find the secret of friendship, you're going to make sure everybody else finds the secret of friendship. If they like it or not. You descend on fellatio. And what happened then?
Yeah.
What happened?
I love that our character in this scenario, what should be a horror movie, is sort of just kicking the shit out of
Kick ass. In one way.
It's like, oh god, this human will be left to our world.
Frogman hell.
Yeah.
And you are Satan. You realize that the secret of friendship lies beneath the frothy white waters of the fellatio fountain. You got this frogman army, sure. But can you trust them? Only one way, you know for sure. You bend over and you ask Frogbert Downey Jr. to remove the map from your butthole.
Power move, because the map is in your hand. Take it out.
Wait, did you take that? Don't fucking talk back to me, Frogbert Downey Jr. There's another one up there. Fingers up there and fucking get it.
You decide that as your map leads to the moral center of Hell Vegas, where friendship is magic, that you and your naked frogman army must purge the Vegas Strip of all porn slappers and dance belt free Spider-Man cosplayers. And you begin a holy crusade.
Genocide.
Conquering hell.
You are in hell, frogman. I am the devil.
Boy, this is really, I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me.
Sergeant said hell is other people? No, bitch, hell is me.
Let's see, what's it gonna be?
I don't know. I mean, I really want to do that power move on Frogman. But I also really want to have a massive genocide. What's a girl to do?
What would Hitler do?
But sometimes when I'm having a difficult time, I sit back and ask myself, what would history's greatest monster do? So yeah, genocide.
I saw on your side.
Okay.
7.
You're telling me genocide's not working out?
Your frogman army at your back. You charge into the turgid moral cesspool of the Vegas Strip. And immediately, as you throw the first punch on the 5-foot-tall, 420-pound, 78-year-old man porn slapper, he stands up on one foot in a perfect crane maneuver, kicks you square in the Torregs, and you lift up like the Challenger space shuttle and fly about that long.
Ouch!
before landing flat on your back amidst a writhing mass of angry, potentially morally bereft frogmen, subjugated frogmen. You're looking up at the blinking lights of Las Vegas. You're surrounded by naked, disenchanted, disenfranchised amphibians. And there's now an army of pornographers and dance belt free Spider-Men descending on your position. What do you do?
That's the
And the bad ends.
Yeah, okay.
You die.
It works.
Yeah, okay. He kicks you in the balls, your head explodes.
Now you gotta pick one of the other two.
Okay, well, I should have trusted my instincts and gone with the ass proposition. Whether playing some hard eye contact, Froggy, Downey Jr., no, get them out.
So, this is me?
Yeah.
I don't have to roll.
No.
Shit, I was hoping I could
This is
fail.
successful. This will work.
All right.
I forgot whether we were failing or succeeding all along.
It's a fine line.
Not really.
All right. Robert Downey Jr.'s up in there, up to the elbow.
Really showing him who's boss?
He's on top of the floating rib.
I think it's probably got away from us.
Spoiler alert, there is no second round. But yeah, you look around, the other frog people, they say, man, this is not the guy to fuck with. So, having asserted your dominance, what do you do?
Is the hand out of our ass yet?
No. Yeah, I'm leaving that.
Fuck it,
your
at this
options on the
point,
table.
in for a penny, in for a pound. I will command Frogbert Downey Jr. to lift me as if a steed, carry me down the strip as I lead my frogman army into the fellatio to find the treasure. That's all.
Stole my house.
Yeah, you missed it perfectly getting in for a penny, in for a pounding, though.
That's why we have you back and clean up.
I guess I'd maybe look for a wet wipe first. That's my option. Maybe clean up a little bit. maybe not shake hands with frogs.
Having realized the necessity of showing proper dominance, you simultaneously clench every muscle in your body and shatter that Frogbert Downey Jr.'s arm. Unsheath it from yourself, stand to your full height, and say it is time to ride, and down the strip you go, wherefore you know not.
Clear, right? You took an arm out of your ass?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
what shattered
Yeah.
unsheathed it.
What did you do with it?
I don't know, I assume it felt flaccid. It's my choice.
You're not gonna hang on to it. No? All right.
You didn't rip the arm off. You just broke
No, just broke it.
Ow!
Broke it.
These are really important things for
Yeah.
me.
Powerful. Basically like a super
clarifying questions he's asked this whole.
basically a super powered ass clench that broke his arm.
All right, but did not remove it from his body.
No, you didn't remove it from his body, but you removed it from yours.
Just want to be clear.
This is like having horse people critique your novel.
In spite of that, I'm going to choose your option.
God damn it.
10, lower or higher than 10 or higher. If you, do you want to
That is a
succeed?
9.
Sure.
Oh, bad ending.
No, yeah, this is, yeah.
So, walk us to a death.
All right.
Shatter good.
Your ass,
Prolonged death.
your ass clenches, and the arm shatters. You feel the bones break, but they do not break the way you wish. You feel pain perforating every part of your body as multiple compound fractures burst out of the shattering length of Robert Downey Jr.'s arm, ripping through spleen, through ribs, and making you look like some sort of violently explosive porcupine. Before you drop. That is the highest compliment you've ever given me. And you drop dead, quilled.
I feel like that's how that character wanted to die.
So what do we do?
I gotta choose a different one now?
Yeah, now usually, yeah, you can choose one of the other two now.
Cleaning up or turning yourself into a push pop as you ride.
Let's pop it, baby.
Ready to roll?
Do not.
Okay. So since you have become a human push pop and you are thrusting deeper into the fellatio casino with your frogman army atop your charge, but now you encounter the fellatio staff, which are not frogmen. They are dangerous gulping lizards. Human-shaped gulping lizards. Big, horrible eyes, long throats. I mean, look, it's the fellatio. I had to do something appropriate. They want to stop you from getting that treasure. They are they're filling out the areas and they are swarming in, but they're willing to bargain, perhaps. They're trying to talk to you. I mean, you are riding Frog Downey Jr. and leading an army of frogmen, so they're taking you seriously. You walked in with a show of force.
Trying to be reasonable was their first mistake.
Yeah. So you've got them looking to talk. That could be a chance to sucker punch. That could be whatever you want it to be. But why don't you tell me how you're going to deal with these golden lizards?
You try to intimidate them by screaming, "Behold this arm of my asshole, ye mighty, and despair."
I'm just gonna send my frogman army in to fight and go off and find a drink and a hooker.
Do you dismount from Frogbert Downey Jr.?
No, as long as it's carrying me around.
Did you say drink and a hooker or drink a hooker?
We'll see how the night goes.
You rotate on Frogbert Downey Jr.'s arm until you can plant both feet on his shoulders. And while clenching, you fully extend your legs, ripping Frogbert Downey Jr.'s arm off. And you begin to bludgeon the first ranks of the gulping lizard army with Frogbert Downey Jr.'s severed arm hanging out of your bubble.
You know what? I think we gotta go with John.
Yes.
Nice me.
Let the hostilities commence.
This is going to be the next comic book. right?
Ocho!
What?
8.
All right.
Oh, that's less than that.
You make it through 4 ranks of gulping lizard privates. But then the defenders part and a massive gulping Komodo dragon, sergeant at arms, stalks forward. He looks down at you from his 12-foot height, flicks out his forked tongue, licking both eyeballs simultaneously. He reaches down behind you, grabs Frogbert Downey Jr.'s shoulder, lifts you up by the severed arm like a flailing popsicle, beats you upon the marbled floor 5 or 6 times, twirls you around his head, and flings you through the automatically opening doors, where you skid across the asphalt onto the strip and are immediately run over by a rolling billboard that says, "Girls direct to your room in 30 minutes." Game over, Frogger.
Robert Downey Jr. must have gotten a real good grip on something in there.
Your dignity.
You know what? What the hell? Bevan, let's see what you got.
Shit, I forgot what I said.
I think you send the Frogman army into fight and you go off to find a drink while still being pushed.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
come on, Robert Downey Jr. Let's get out of here. We'll come back and look for friendship after we see who won this war. And then. He's got that Robert Downey Jr. money. We can go something classy.
That's the first thing I think of with this crowd.
I'm going to stalk the streets for a mammalian hooker. And are we done now?
No, I think you need to give them an option.
No, thank you.
No, we give it.
Yeah, all right.
Hey, yeah, basically, if you could end your sentence with, what would you do? What would you do?
Okay, all right. Okay, so
You don't
yes,
actually have to say that, but as long as it makes sense.
you're wanting to spend Robert Downey Jr.'s money on a mammalian hooker. What do you do? I just want to know how to get hookers here.
You gentlemen have your motivation, so. Tactics.
Why don't you start us off, Steve?
Sure, okay.
You got familiarity with mammalian hookers, right?
Steve's all golden lizard, like, no.
Those old Pikachu things. Okay, probably mammal. Right, yeah, you stalk the streets of Hell Vegas atop the fist of Rocket Downey Jr. Imperious, majestic, and you start to see the mammal hookers. They don't have as much presence as the non-mammal hookers. You get the impression that they're maybe not the best choice, but you start to realize something disturbing. All the mammal hookers are wearing tiny gold shorts and nothing else. You start to realize maybe there was a reason you were getting that.
Existential crisis.
Yeah, so, yeah.
That's a good one. I've got one I can go with. As you and Frogbert Downey Jr. are looking the streets down for mammalian hooker, you start to notice other mammals, but they're not hookers, and they're also weirdly have monsters with arms up their asses. And you see them going toward a thing that says, "Race tonight." So.
You start to realize maybe this isn't how I feel.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not here.
I was seeing some imagery with the last death.
Or an administer, but
How the fuck do I follow that?
Praise the new God.
from a distance.
Oh, God. As you are moving down the street looking for a mammalian hooker, your thoughts are interrupted by the whoop, 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 whoop of what sounds like a news helicopter. And down it comes, thudding into the street, and out jumps a TV crew with many questions about the violence that is exploding at the fellatio as we speak. Curiously, they do not seem to find anything strange about your wanderings on Frogger Downey Jr.'s shoulder, with half an elbow up to his elbow in your ass.
I want to hear how Steve's option pans out.
So do I.
What's your roll for?
12.
Oh, that's 11.
That's not bad. Right.
Death.
Yeah, you realise what has been an unsettling truth that no amount of fisting or Molotov cocktails can possibly save you from. You're in hell for a reason. You were doomed to be a subclass of mammal prostitutes, not even like one of the good ones. Some shitty mammal prostitute. That's all you were. That's all you'll ever be. The end.
That was fucking bleak.
That is some Cormac McCarthy fisting story right there, man.
We can't live that. Joe, bring us home. Give us something to look forward to. Something
Oh, we still have 4.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
Inspiring speech.
Inspiring speech. You step in front of the news cameras and you begin a long, epic soliloquy about the plight of alternate Hell Vegas half-human sex workers. And this speech begins to inspire the hordes of people around you, and your army grows. Your purpose grows. Soon, you will liberate all. You will see the hungry fed. You will see the guilty punished. You will see Hell Vegas transformed into New Vegas.
your wiener grows.
That too, probably. What do you do?
You rotate on Friday.
Is that all you ever do?
Like you would ever do anything else. Stand to your full height, leaving nothing, no part of him in your ass but the fist. And you begin to lead your naked frogman army survivors, the few stragglers that have followed you down the strip in your quest to cleanse the strip of moral turpitude in a rousing chorus of Do You Hear the People Sing from Les Miserables. Viva la revolution, motherfucker.
I kind of forgot where we left off before this story.
I think you just started.
What was Joe's ending there?
Leading an epic army of
Right. We got more army now. Alright. I still kind of want the mammal hooker, but as long as we got more army, a straight while the iron's hot.
Sex workers should come with you.
You know better.
You got home.
I'm gonna find the power of friendship. Save a couple of bucks.
God damn it.
As you step into your role as the leader of New Vegas, you lay down a prophecy. Let he who pulls the hand of Robert shall be king.
Tell me how this plays out.
14? 14, you're safe. This shit's gonna work.
And as Frogbert Downey Jr. passes away and rots into a corpse, leaving his skeletonized hands still shoved up your ass, you wonder, who will one day free me from this hand shoved up my ass? Until one day, you realize the power lied within you all along. Because the power of friendship was in your heart. And on that day, you reach behind, grab Robert Downey Jr.'s skeleton, remove it from your ass, and are proclaimed king. And at that moment, the greatest scribe upon the land is called to you, and you turn and you show up, and he looks at you and says, "Hello, friends. My name is Frogbert Bevan." Author of Taverns and Cloacas. What do you do?
I would like to pet Frog Weasley Jeremy.
I would like to ask Frogbert Bevan about his own great prophecies.
I'd like to call out this lying Rick Gualtieri. Robert Bevan, I see through you.
Would that be Froderick Gualtieri?
Let's hear it, Steve.
Let's see if the dice.
It was worse.
11 again.
I'm on the great roll.
And don't doubt great power.
Yeah.
Probably better.
I'll be humbled here. Amidst this mighty tribe and their fraudulent leader, you feel the outrage, you still got the confidence of somehow being immortal, I suppose. You've got that skeletal arm taken out of your ass, and you're feeling a bit, a bit tasty, you can move around a bit. You pull this guy out, you go up, you rip off his mask, then you realise that's not mask, that's just his face. The tribe looks at you in utter shock, and you're basically publicly executed the next day.
I would ask you, Drew, if you could be less bleak, but we know you won't, so just whatever.
You reach out and begin to pet Frog Weasley Jeremy, earning the affection of Frogbert Bevan, for he cares for little, but he does enjoy his own weasel being stroked.
Fact.
As you bond, he begins to show you around his own casino. It is filled with great and terrible wonders, mostly old beer can towers. And as you walk, he carries behind him a mighty cart within it, cubes of ice and flagons of drink. But, oh no, he begins to tip and tumble. And as he does, his mighty cooler, it wobbles, it tips, it threatens to spill upon the ground, and perhaps even you. What do you do?
This is a deep cut if you guys don't.
You shut down all the escalators.
You turn a problem into an opportunity. Yeah, you probably pissed yourself a little. So. Now all that water's spilled. You just flop around on the ground. Oh man, I slipped, and no, it's gotta be the washer. You look around the hotel lobby. You utter those immortal words. Fuck this shit, I'm ordering stuffed cheesy bread. Yeah, that's also a deep cut.
It sounds like the happiest ending possible in this scenario.
Oh boy, let's see. What do they have to, oh boy, this is gonna be a tough one.
As a note, only 2 more rounds left. So they're going to pick it, roll it, and it's going to come back to you guys to end it.
Okay. I mean, luckily it feels like we're reaching a natural conclusioning point to
It's
it.
almost like you guys do this for a living.
That's crazy, right?
I mean,
You guys gonna buy this when we write it?
Yeah. Oh man.
Just imagine.
You know what? I feel like we're probably going to see a fail. So let's start with Rick. Shut down the escalators.
Roll.
2. Bad ending.
Decidedly lower than 15.
Look up.
You shut down the escalators before realizing that escalators don't need to be on for gravity to still work. Unfortunately, by this point, it's too late. The coolers are spilling. Frog Downey Jr. is spilling. And the last thing you see as you slip down that broken escalator.
Stairs.
Yes, is the sight of Frogbert Bevan's cloaca closing in on your face.
Bad ending.
Somehow, the good ending is going to be pissing yourself and flopping around in the water, because Bevan. You get it, man.
That's fine. How can that not be the good ending?
Yours is the good ending.
I know. You dodged a bullet.
So wait, did you fall down that escalator on purpose?
Are you talking about real life?
Were you trying to cover something up?
Falls down. Oh. No, that wouldn't have helped because I don't think there was actually any ice left in the cooler at that point. It was just me, a cooler, and a bunch of beer cans writing down. Oh man, I might still have a mark on my back from that. I don't know.
Let's see it.
It's a higher Patreon tier.
So you did, just in case you pissed yourself. Yeah, you're flopping around in the ice water, and it's cold. It gives you a second wind. You're feeling good. We're still centuries later right now.
Yeah. If you want it to be.
It
Yeah.
could be magical as well.
Vegas isn't going anywhere. Hey, you wake up, you slap yourself in the face a couple times and hit the slots. What do you do?
Sounds like you hit the slots.
I win.
So I guess we have to pitch ones that are also sort of conclusions too.
I win. The power of friendship.
All right. You pull a lever. 3 icons. No, yeah, you pull a lever. You pull a lever. 3 icons slap down into place, and you are immediately blasted by the intense, coppery scent of thousands of frog face coins exploding outward towards you in a epic silver shower.
Okay, you pull the lever, and 3 icons matched up, and hundreds of thousands of friends fall out. You get buried in these friends, and you think this is it. This was the secret of friendship all along.
Slot machines.
You pull the lever, and you win a few $100. It's not a tremendous amount, but it's enough that you can walk into the little casino shop. You can replace your hot shirts that have been lost to the annals of time. You can buy yourself a new actual outfit. You step out onto the casino streets, and limo pulls up, and a man with frog face gestures. Get in.
That's a tough one. Drew came full circle with that.
That was beautifully done, masterfully done. But Joe's description made me the most erect.
Roll it. Need the dice.
Looking for a 16 here, Joe.
Alright. That is that's a 12. The silver keeps coming, keeps blasting out of the machine. It's just too much. You can't take anymore. You didn't sign up for this. You try to push the lever back, but it snaps down. This time it's smacking you in the forehead. It's saying, no, you signed up for this. Now fucking take it! Silver is in your mouth. It's in your ears. It's pouring out of every orifice. You are a belching slot machine of exploding frog coins. And the last thing you see before the darkness claims you is Frogbert Downey Jr.'s face.
I gotta go to the bathroom for a little while. Never mind.
Oh, God damn it.
We need to spill some beer?
Oh wait, am I? Oh right, I gotta choose a different one. Shit. Man, Drew, I feel bad for giving you the shaft ticket because you did do such an excellent job of bringing that around. But
I'll just give him a tip.
no. I want to hear about all the friends that fall out of the slot machine.
Bring us home, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, it's because I really thought that through. Yeah. I didn't realise is as you play this hell slot machine and all these friends come out, you don't even know what friends are, man. You don't understand what friendship is. How can you ever find the secret of friendship in hell? This is just another sick joke. The end.
I got dark.
Shingles! Luckily, we have some lighter fare we're moving on to. That does wrap the game.
That's it. Somebody won?
I really did have to go to the bathroom. Not why I think.
Nice!
I'll meet you there.
So,
Don't you fucking leave!
All right. Ron Weasley Jeremy would like to present some people with some door prizes. AKA the last 4 sets of audio CDs that we don't want to carry home. Now, we managed to give away a fair number of Gentronome hats. We managed to give away 15 sets of audio CDs in the game today. So I need to come up with bullshit criteria to give away these last few sets of audio CDs. Now, Dan is not eligible for this because I gave him a fucking hat for his birthday yesterday. So does anyone else have a birthday within 7 days?
How about anniversary? Thursday. October 6th.
Tomorrow.
Thursday the 19th was my birthday.
Tomorrow's my birthday.
Each of you come get a CD. Anniversary, come get a CD.
There's more left to make it big.
My anniversary was the 17th.
Anniversary.
Okay.
All right, we got 4. Sweet. That was supposed to take longer so that Drew could pee because he has a bladder of a 12-year-old girl, and so that Bevan could go do whatever Bevan does in the bathroom.
We don't speculate.
Well, Thursday was International Talk Like a Pirate Day. You could go talk like a pirate.
But Steve also has a door prize. I don't want to know what you have to do to, well, yes, I do want to know what you have to do to win those.
Well, we didn't actually think of anything. It's been a long and difficult day. I do want to point out, these haven't been worn. You know, these haven't had
That you know of.
These are just some replica standard Fire Master shirts, signed. And I'd like to present it to somebody who made a real effort with the cosplay and was polite to be around. Fiona, if you'd like to come up and
note the autograph. Let's have another round of applause for Ben for hosting this game for us. We want to thank all of our other guests, J.D. Jordan, Andrea Judy, award-winning author Artie Carr. Let's just be right. Ian Kaplan, Teresa Glover, Melissa MacArthur, John Luther Davis, everybody else I'm forgetting, James Hunter. So we want to thank everybody who helped us make this event happen. We want to thank Steve's sister Louise for babysitting his ass. And we do have one other gift presentation that Joe would like to make.
Okay, so a number of years ago, John Luther Davis started doing art for us. And at the beginning, we had this sort of thing where we would get figurines for him as a sort of trade-off. There was one in particular that we tried to secure, this epic Thanos statue that we were not able to acquire. However,
because it sold out. Way in pre-orders.
Yeah, way in pre-orders. However, we have acquired a small object that we would like to bring John up here to hand.
And if you don't know, John's responsible for all of the Shingles cover art and all of the character images that we have that he's created, and the awesome graphics of Authors and Dragons and the representation of our party. That's all on him. So
decided to kind of close out. We still got some time left on this panel. We talked about the way to close seemed naturally the same way we close all of our episodes, is questions from the fans. So if y'all want to line up, we can do a little bit of an FAQ, sort of similar to last night. But
Fuck you,
Mark.
Hey, I opened it. I'm gonna close it since this has been an ego stroke for all of you guys. I'm gonna get a little bit of it.
we're not stroking you, motherfucker.
Now,
I mean, not for less than $20.
oh God. No, serious question, and I'm going to take one answer off the table automatically because you can't say all of us. What has been your favorite part of A&D Con? Holy crap, I made him speechless.
When you take that answer off the table, you're talking like all of us as in the fans, or?
Yes, all of us fans.
Oh, then I'm gonna go with all of us.
That's not wrong. Like, we are all actual friends, and these are the only times we get to all hang out together. So, like, truly, we love doing these cons because it's the time we get to be with our buddies.
Yeah. I mean, we don't see each other collectively more than once a year, and that's, I mean, we had to throw our own goddamn convention to do it. So, yeah, hanging with my friends. It sure as fuck wasn't fat airline suck.
If you're going to take the fans off the table, which I'm going to defy that and say
That's
yes,
fine.
you guys, then yeah, it's these guys.
Yeah, since you can legitimately kick my ass, you certainly can. I'm fine with that.
Dude, we're mostly cheering.
Yeah, probably. Okay, can I have it one more time from everybody?
Fuck!
Thank you.
Hello. So, we just wanted to let you know that for the entire convention, we held a highly scientific poll. So, we would like to thank everyone for participating in the official Kill, Marry, Fuck game at our booth. So, I'm happy to share that by a landslide, with a completely uncontested vote, other than Cuthark, who still lost, Silas Kane was voted the most desired to be killed.
You get the same result if you just poll the party.
For the married category, it was also a landslide. We would also know that everyone would really love flower arrangements at their wedding. Björn Jorgensen! The real challenge was who was the fuckboy. It was close, and a final vote.
I appreciate it.
And a final vote at the end. Fandingo the Fantastical.
Fandingo the Fucktastical.
Yes, Fandingo the Fantastical, followed by one vote, our very own Brandon Thighmaster.
It was my
As the person who was in fact the tie-breaking vote on that is entirely just because I think Fandingo is the most likely to be willing to polymorph into a girl.
Yeah, but there is more. Klaus Richter had one woman choose him as her fuckboy. So we had the question was, so now we took the poll of the audience, who all would you vote of the party for your kill, marry, and fuck?
Kill Silas.
Kill Silas.
We have to kill Silas. We have to marry Bjork. Bjork's the only one with a basic soul at this point.
And Nathan's an open relationship.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Yeah, I think I'd have to go Brandon Thighmaster. That's cute.
Yeah, Fandango because high dex means a lot of flexibility, and low morals means a lot of flexibility.
Silas has already kind of fucked Klaus, so might as well continue with it.
They also killed Klaus.
You already killed Klaus.
A metaphorical fuck, I mean.
No, you didn't.
Mindfuck is the term.
Yeah.
So are we choosing all three? Or?
Yeah, you can choose all three.
Oh, I can. All right, I don't know if I want to. I would kill Drew.
We did the characters, but
You kill a guy, you got some grit. Fuck with you after that. Let's see. I guess I'd fuck Silas. And I'd marry Ron Wiz the Jerk. He meant nothing to me.
Oh God.
this is worth it.
Just for that face.
Yeah.
That's what you oil.
So much thinking. I'm gonna go with marry Fandingo, fuck Brandon, kill Silas.
Excellent choice.
I mean, this is pretty straightforward. Marry Bjork, kill Silas, you've got claiming hands at him.
Wait, is Mary Judge Hungry?
Judge Hungry is performing the ceremony.
Do I get his weed?
I mean, only when
Is
he
this a
doesn't
communal
smoke,
property?
so good luck.
Is this a communal property kingdom?
So my question is, do we know where this is going to be next year?
Not yet, but we're in negotiations.
We'll probably take a lot of your feedback and like, y'all are the core audience for Authors and Dragons Con, because you're the ones who came to Authors and Dragons Con. So we'll probably get some we'll send out a poll and get some geographic information to, you know, if there's a bunch of you in one spot, it makes more sense to sort of look in that area.
So pay attention to the Discord, and also there'll be emails coming through the Eventbrite registration. Because guess what, motherfuckers, I have all your email addresses now.
All your email listings, right?
Huh?
So they're going to get all your emails.
Kind of a two-part question here. First, how do you guys deal with imposter syndrome when it pops up in your lives? And do you ever get reverse imposter syndrome? Like you meet your author that you're a fan of, you're like, no, I'm not worthy. He's going to hate me as a fan of him.
How's that reverse imposter syndrome? I'm trying to backtrack and...
It was the best name I could think of.
all right.
There's a real advantage to be so drunk you don't quite know what's real. I don't have imposter syndrome, I don't know who you guys are.
We're not real. Sorry. There's a great famous quote of Neil Gaiman talking to Buzz Aldrin at a party.
Neil Armstrong.
Neil Armstrong, sorry, yes, Neil Armstrong. And both of them talking about how they didn't feel like they had accomplished enough to be in that room. And that one really stuck with me. It was a good moment of taking a step back and saying, you know what? It doesn't matter like where I think I fit. All that matters is you just have to act as if you are a public figure in the way that you want to, you know, project your image. And so even if I'm famous to two people, you have to bear that responsibility and, you know, consider it appropriately.
I would say one of the problems with imposter syndrome is you tend to like focus on the negative. So that single 1-star review is like a shot to the heart. So the reality is you have to step away from that and look at the positive, and realize that we're like doing this. We're like entertaining people. We've met so many awesome people, and that's our audience. You know, it's not the people who hate us. Those are the people we want to mock.
Here's how I deal with imposter syndrome.
That seems healthy.
Very common writer tact.
It's also how I deal with all other insecurities.
I'm professional.
And that, my friends, is where we learned the limitations of a single GoPro battery, because we lost the last few minutes of the Q&A. But as you all know, you can get a Q&A with us every week on the Authors and Dragons podcast. And if you come see us at Authors and Dragons Con 2020, and no, I don't know where it's going to be yet, because it's only been 2 weeks. But we are in negotiations with some venues, and we can be bought. So thank you guys so much for coming to Authors and Dragons Con, for listening to the podcast, for buying our books, and for being the coolest fucking fans any group of morons could ever ask for. Thanks, guys. Peace out.